Hello everybody! Thanks for tuning in once again. It is the one and only Optibotimus coming with another video review. And this is what I was looking forward to when I first reviewed that pumpkin bomb. When I first saw that they were going to be doing this, I knew I had to have that and this. This is fantastic. Today we are going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man No Way Home Green Goblin Premium Roleplay Helmet. This is outstanding. Now, as I talked about in that review of the Pumpkin Bomb, well, yes, it is labeled as Spider-Man No Way Home. You really could use this also as an original Spider-Man replica. For the most part, there's not that much that's different. To my very untrained eye, looking at that, it says either Spider-Man No Way Home or Spider-Man. I don't honestly know the differences between them. I'm sure there are some cosmetic ones, but for all intent and purposes, anybody who is a Spider-Man fan, Green Goblin fan, anything of that nature, they might know like the more minor details, but when they look at it, they're gonna know that it's the Green Goblin. Very simple. For the package, as you can see, fairly large, to be totally honest. This is a, for the most part, 1-to-1 scale replica. Again, I can't really see that much of a difference. It fits my head, which, there you go. Gorgeous image right there. His yellow eyes. The eyes. Those horrible yellow eyes. They're there. Come around to the top section. There he is. He's just looking at you. I love it. I absolutely love it. You can see this right here shows kind of how there is a stand for it. Oh, when you come around to the back, I'm just moving stuff all over the place. When you come around to the back here, you can see a little bit more detail, and I'm dropping stuff. You got the pumpkin bomb right there, and like I said, you got the stand, which allows you to display it. There is an aspect about that does kind of bother me, and I'll get to that here in a bit. The inside here, you can see it is adjustable, so that for the most part, this is going to fit any kind of adult's head. Again, for the most part, there is some padding that you can put inside there that's included that allows you to kind of thicken it, and I did use it just to kind of give you some padding and cushion and such. You got the display options as well. That's all that. And then you come around to the bottom or back, I don't even know, and you got the logo right there. I mean, I'm absolutely loving this. Super excited. I'm going to stop talking because I need to get this out. And I'm going to show you it on my head as well, so you can see how that all works out. But for the package on this, that is about it. So without further ado, let's get it out here and see how cool it actually is. Out am I? That's my really bad impression of the Green Goblin. Now, here we have it, opened up on full display, absolutely looking spectacular. It does have a little instruction sheet with it. It is only for people that are 14 and older, though. That's it. If you're 13, you can't play with this. There's not really much to the instructions. When you get this out of the box, the ear sections on both the right and left side are separate pieces that do need to get attached. They are not permanently attached to this, though. They do remove relatively easily. I do wish that was a little bit more of a sturdy kind of click when you're doing it, but it is what it is. And you can see, put it on that side, put it on that side, and then you have how to adjust the back section, because the whole, you're not going to fit your head in there. The back section opens, and I'll show that here in a bit, but here it is. Now, this part here is the part that I think I have kind of I don't want to say the biggest problem with, but I like the fact that you actually have a stand that allows you to kind of prop it up. You don't necessarily need it. You can just set it right there, and it works perfectly fine. I mean, it kind of wobbles a little bit, but it's gonna sit there. This is just a normal kind of plastic thing that you just kind of prop it on. I do like how in the back section you got this really cool texture detail with Oscorp written on there. That's really cool. I dig that. But what I don't like is when you do that, you have the chin section here. So you just set this here. Literally, you just kind of rest it right there. But when you do that, now you have that propped up and it's on his chin. I wish that they gave you maybe some kind of a little pad. I mean, I probably am going to get like a little felt pad or something like that just to kind of put that on there. Not that it's moving around or anything. I just wish that it was a little bit more protected. I mean, it's just plastic and it's on the bottom side, so you're not really going to see that or anything. I just think that doing that, I would prefer to have, like I said, something just to prevent it from rubbing on the ground. That's it. I mean, maybe not even necessarily worry about scratching this, but if you have it on a table, glass, or something like that, this could scratch that, right? So I'm a little bit weary about that aspect of things, but it's not terrible for the most part. But I do like that they include this. A lot of these helmets, I have a couple, like the Iron Man ones, they don't come with any kind of way to display them. You just kind of set it just like this is. And it's not bad, but I do wish that more of them came with something like this. So that's cool. But the helmet, oh man. Now, again, a minor critique, I would say, is there's no electronics in this. A lot of the other helmets come with some degree of electronics. This is fairly big, though. You can see how wide, how long, I should say, this is. It is a pretty large sized helmet when you kind of look at it. It's I don't even know, like 17 inches maybe. Here, I'm gonna pull out. Here's a very old, like 6 scale figure. So this is like 12 inches. 12. And you put that there. 12. Another half. So yeah, I'd say, 17, 18 inches long. So it's pretty good size. When you come around to the bottom, again, very narrow in terms of fitting your head in there. So you don't try to put your head in like that. It's not going to work. This back section, it's kind of tight to do. You just pull this. There we go. And you can see it extends. I mean, you can then, even if you wanted to, put it like that if you wanted to kind of display it for the most part. But I love the detail on the inside here. I was talking about those cushions. So you got these little padded pieces that, and like on the, I don't know how well you're going to see that. On the inside, it says like Oscorp and stuff in there. A lot of nice tech detail all the way around. Again, yeah, that's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it. I mean, that is really cool how they got all that extra detail in there. That's really quite nice. Even when you look at the back, nice detail on this back section. Really very, very nice. The foam padding, as you can see, it's got like this felt sort of thing. So there's Velcro pieces that are attached to the inside there, and you just put it on there. But you can see it's thicker. It's not just like I don't know. I can't think of anything. Like there's actual foam padding in there, which is really very cool. And then you just come around here, just take this. I like taking that, put that there, just to kind of straighten it. And then you got a couple other little foam sections that grip onto it. So you just kind of put that there. Sure, something like that. And you can see that now you got the little foam, and it kind of pushes that up a little bit so that your head, and I'm going to readjust that a little bit more just because. But that gives a little cushion, obviously, because this is plastic, so it could hurt your head, but also gives a little bit of separation and lifts this on your head itself. So you get a lot of good, solid kind of connection in there. I will say that, and when I say connection, I mean like it fits for the most part. Got these little rubber sections here on the side, which are really nice. I will say that this does give you a sense of, I I don't necessarily want to say like what's that when you don't like tight spaces, claustrophobia. I don't know if I would say that it gives you a sense of claustrophobia, but this is really tight on the head. So if you don't like that kind of thing, you're probably not going to like this all that much. And this does, as you collapse this down, it locks in there pretty decently, and to get it off, like I said, not all that easy to do. You kind of have to tug on it and kind of pop that loose to get that up. So it's not like you're going to be able to escape this very easily if you start having like a claustrophobic kind of thing. Gorgeous detail all the way around, though. I mean, it's got a very matte finish, but also very glossy as well. You can see it, and like the detail is absolutely spectacular on it. The ears look really good. The gold in the eyes, the yellow itself is really very, very cool. Mouth looks phenomenal, and I like how they got this mesh in here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but when you watch the movie, you could absolutely see William Dafoe's mouth through there, and you can do it here as well. I'm trying to, I don't have a light or anything. Maybe if I go like this, you can kind of sort of see the light going through there. I mean, it's not a ton, but like the top and bottom, you can definitely see the light kind of bleeding through. But for the most part, it's a beautiful recreation of either movie. I think that, as I said, there's probably minor little bits about it that are different from the original Spider-Man movie to No Way Home. What those are, though, I don't know, to be totally honest with you. So I can't really point that out and be like, well, the ear did this in this one, and then the ear does it in this one. As I said, when people in general are going to look at this, even those super, super fans that are going to nitpick every little aspect of it, they're still going to look at this and know that it's meant to be Green Goblin. I mean, honestly, great detail with the nose all the way around. You know, it's so amazing to me that the original design for Green Goblin was going to have William Dafoe wearing a prosthetic face, and it was going to look like when he took that the super serum super soldier serum or whatever, it was going to alter how he looked, and I think it was a better idea to go with an actual helmet for it, which just works, I think, a lot better. That original prosthetic for the face, it made him look really, really kind of terrifying, honestly, which, I mean, I guess he's supposed to be, but it's weird. But absolutely spectacular looking. Now, I'm gonna show this on me, so I'm gonna do a brief cut, but I'm gonna show you how to kind of open it, obviously, and then slide it on your head, how to close it, and then what it looks like. As I said, though, there's no electronics in this, which a lot of the Iron Man ones, a lot of the helmets and things of that nature have electronics, so I'm a little bit disappointed that this doesn't. I don't know what they could really put in it. Maybe just have the laugh kind of thing, but like, how big of a deal is that? And his head didn't really light up or anything. So my complaint for it probably comes from the fact that the price on this is a little bit higher. You're looking at around $120, $130 for this, whereas a lot of those Iron Man helmets, those run about $99 to $100, and those have electronics and stuff. I mean, granted, this is bigger, but I just think that those electronics kind of help. I mean, maybe we're looking at price increases and things of that nature. Yay. But let's do a brief cut, and I'll show you how this looks on a person such as myself. All right, so here we go. We're going to put it on my head. As you can see, really good size. This gives you kind of a better idea. And yes, go Lions. If you know who this number is, you're awesome. But, sorry, that was random. But absolutely fantastic still. Now, to get it on, you do have to give this a good solid pull. And I wish it was a little bit easier to kind of detach, but, it is what it is. once you get it completely open, that is a large opening that you're going to be able to easily get your head into. When it's closed like that, it's way too narrow to kind of fit anybody's head in there unless you're a kid. But you can't wear it if you're a kid, because if you're less than 14, you can't wear this. So what you do, you just literally slide it on, bring your face closer to it, and then bring this in. You're going to push that all the way till that doesn't go any further. And I don't know how well you're able to hear me here, but this is absolutely fantastic. You can see how large it is. Like I said, I do believe it's like 1-to-1 scale for the most part. It fits perfectly. I will say, though, it is tight. So it's right up against the side of my head. The back closes it. You can't get this off easily. So if you are claustrophobic, be aware there's not a easy release to this. To get it off, you literally have to kind of hold it and kind of pull till that pops off. Then you can pull it off just like that. And then you have a faster release to it. But again, bringing that in, clipping that into place, really very nice, very secure. Like I said, I'm trying to make my phone not fall over the place. I do like it. One thing that I will mention, I talked about the mesh on there. You can see that there is a mesh that's in his mouth. That is accurate to the film. However, I thought you could see through it. You can't. It is a solid piece. I brought my flashlight to kind of put through there. You can see there's no light bleed through there. So it is a solid piece. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see your mouth through it. In the film, you could actually see William Dafoe's mouth inside there. So that's a little bit better, I think, to have it like this than that, because it would make this, fairly flimsy. So I do like that improvement on it, but I thought it would be cool to kind of have that still on there. The eyes are gorgeous. Nice goldish yellow on there. As I look through them, there is no real obstruction, like the very large eye, so I can see perfectly fine, but there is a yellowish tint to what I'm seeing. So I probably wouldn't walk around at night wearing this, just because it does give a like a sunglass kind of vibe, like a yellow tinted sunglass kind of vibe. So I wouldn't go around at nighttime wearing it, but you can see how cool this really is all the way around. All the detail is exceptional. The sculpt is amazing. Paint job on here, really very good. And for the most part, when you look at it, it doesn't look like a toy, realistically. There's like no screw holes or things of that nature. The ears, as I said, are a separate piece that you have to attach on there, but you don't even really notice where the seam lines are because it's molded in a way where it all looks like it fits properly. So this is absolutely fantastic. This is, for those of you that you don't know, this is Calvin Johnson from the Detroit Lions, who retired. His nickname was Megatron. That was the hint that I was trying to get you. So I got Megatron and the Green Goblin all in one video. It's amazing. But it sits on there pretty decently. I think I'm going to have to adjust the pads there a little bit just to kind of push my head a little bit more forward kind of thing. Because as I move it around, it's fine. But like when I'm now it's not. I mean, you can't see it, but like my nose is slid down. So I think it's really cool. I mean, if you are a Green Goblin fan, like I said, you are going to more than likely, if you're a huge Green Goblin fan, be able to pick the parts on here that aren't accurate to No Way Home or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, you're going to look at this and most people are going to recognize that this is the Green Goblin. So if you are a Spider-Man fan, if you're a Green Goblin fan who is an iconic villain for Spider-Man, this is something I would absolutely recommend picking up. It's really very, very cool. I mean, I absolutely dig it. I don't know, like I said, the price is a little bit higher. It is bigger, but I don't know how they could have made this. Maybe it's just that time now. Maybe we're just in that world where things are going to cost $130 or something with no electronics. But that being said, I cannot recommend this enough to you guys. This is outstanding and super, super fun. Absolutely pick this up if you're a Spider-Man fan.
For that, I'm going to put a link right down in the video description where you can swing on over to Big Bad Toy Store, where this, as well as the Pumpkin Bomb, are both in stock. Don't miss out. This is well worth having in your collection. I would think anybody that's a Spider-Man or Green Goblin fan is going to want this. So add it to your collection today, guys. That's about it. As always, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. I'm going to do the rest of this video in this mouse. It's crazy. But thank you so much for tuning in. I want you to always, please remember that the real trouble with this world is that too many people grow up. Here I am on YouTube wearing a Green Goblin mask that's smiling and and laughing. That's a terrible impression. Life is good. Life is good. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. And don't grow up. That's the most important piece of advice that I can give you. So until next time, this is Optibotimus saying adios, au revoir, and I'll be the same.